Hi, hello. So the editing on this video is going to be just a wee bit, a little bit wonky, because my proper camera is mostly broken. I can still turn the light on, so I probably should have done that, but I have to film this on my phone, so you're my phone right now, and I have to record the audio on my computer because my phone doesn't record audio very well. Fun. Anyway, so couple eons ago on the internet, there was this trend of drawing with every art supply you own of one specific color. And I was rewatching some of those videos last night and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try that. So now we're here. I have a picker wheel here with the colors. And I'm gonna spin a wheel and I'm gonna pick what color art supplies I have to do for this video. No, I do not like the color orange. Okay, this is a lot less than I expected it to be, but it's most of my orange art supplies. It excludes my gouache paint, which is up on my desk still because it lives in a giant container. I am realizing that because of this dramatic container I've had to put this in, that it's going to be a lot easier for me to do this on the floor. So I have my lap desk here, and my sketchbook slapped on top of that. The sketchbook is also definitely not the right paper for this. You can't see what I'm doing super well on camera because I used a really light colored pencil, but I'm sketching out what I am pretty sure is an alligator. Do not quote me on that. Curled up with a bunch of citrus. Because obviously the first thing that comes to mind with the color orange is oranges, the fruit, and for whatever reason, my next thought after that was alligator. And I'm like, oh, I can do an alligator that is an orange. And then I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I scrolled through Pinterest for a while and found this reference image, and I thought it was so cute. So it's like, I'm gonna do a dragon, quote-unquote dragon, guarding its hoard of citrus fruit. Except the dragon is just a normal alligator. At this point in the sketch, I did get kind of stuck because I didn't know what else I wanted to add to it. Hi, as you can see, some changes have been made since you last saw this piece of paper. My phone, film it on my phone, put it up later on my computer, stopped working because my computer decided all of that footage needed to be corrupted. So that footage can't get onto my computer, but I got a new camera set up with a weird tripod thing, so hopefully that works and I can get this to function now. So what I did in the meantime was I just did a watercolor of like the background and where I want the shadows of like some of the plants to be, and I also filled in some of the alligator. I moved on to use some of my gouache paints, which was just a little bit awkward because they were sitting on the floor behind me, so I had to lean over and use them that way. I was using them to try to get some slightly more detailed looking plants into the scene. I don't think I'm entirely happy with the way it turned out because I tried putting flowers on like the bushes and a little bit on the ground, and I didn't super like the way they turned out. And then on those tall grasses, I was like, I wonder if I put flowers there. And then I put the paint down. I'm like, well, can't get rid of that now. The process cannot be trusted. Oh, also another thing I ended up having to buy for this video, not necessarily for this video, just for like future use in general, are new binder clips. Because the old binder clips which I was using at the beginning of this video were really, really hard for me to open, because my hands don't really work all that well. And so I found these binder clips, and I'm going to leave a link to them in the description, that are built for people that have grip strength issues and like arthritis and stuff. And they're a lot easier to open and a lot less stress on my hands. And I'm very thankful that these exist. With some of the colors, you can see that some of them are a lot more red and a lot more yellow than just like straight orange. I did that because I do need some kind of variation to make this work, and so any yellows that leaned pretty far towards orange and any reds that leaned pretty far towards orange, I did kind of add them to the list as well. I did add little vines in the top left corner, and I do think they're cute. I just don't know if they fit with the rest of the foliage in the drawing. Next, I started to use my oil pastels, which I was dreading a little bit, so I decided to use them next just to get it over with. I put some little specks of grass in, using them. I don't really understand how to use oil pastels, which is part of why I don't like them all that much. I've just never been able to get the hang of it. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. Could go real crazy and put a fucking alpaca somewhere on here. No. I went in with 3 of the 5 alcohol markers I have for this to put in some visible branches of some kind of citrus tree. We'll go with an orange tree. I don't know. You've probably seen a couple glimpses of it, but I also have this little note card off to the side, and it has all the swatches of what I have, and I'm also putting check marks under it to keep track of what I have and haven't used. I put even more grass in using the pen that I have. At this point I'm kind of just stalling because I'm overwhelmed with the amount of colored pencils I'm gonna have to use. I finally moved into doing the citrus that the alligator is taking hoard of by using my acrylic markers and then kind of lining them with some of the colored pencils. I'm not super happy with how it turned out, but I'm okay with it for now. Here you're gonna see my reaction to one of these colored pencils. It has this like glitter on the outside of it, and the texture of the glitter feels like the pencil is trying to grab you back, so I put one of my compression gloves on just so I wouldn't have to feel the texture of this pencil on my skin. I have no idea where I got this pencil from. It just kind of appeared in my pencil case. I'm realizing that having the camera on the right side of my desk is not great for actually seeing what I'm doing because you have the back of my hand in the way the entire time. Sorry about that. Oh, then my light died, so I had to stop recording for a while. I got my light charged again and continued in with colored pencils to color in the alligator. I really do not like the way the alligator turned out. I feel so upset with myself about how awful this alligator looks. I did take a clear sticky note because I was thinking about the fact that I kind of described it as a dragon guarding its hoard, and if I wanted to actually put like dragon wings, like hovering over it so it looks like a dragon. I didn't realize alligators had such textured skin on them until I had to sit down and actually add those details in. All of my colored pencils had gotten jumbled up and out of order at some point while they were in the container I had them in, so I did re-swatch them on the back of my little swatch card. I also got to a point where it's just like there were so many variations of the same color that I still had to use that I couldn't think of any possible thing to do with them. I finally got to free the tape from its horrible, horrible prison of being stuck on that piece of paper. I couldn't figure out exactly what I had to do because I still had one colored pencil and 3 crayons I had to use. So I took the colored pencil and did a little border thing around the painting, or the image. Fuck. I can talk. I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden. I've been recording literally all day. I actually really like the design I did for the border around the image, and it was really fun to just draw a bunch of like various squiggles around on a piece of paper. You can barely see it, but I did decide to use the crayons to make little, like, fruits in the corners of the border. It counts as them being used, so I'll take it. I'm done. I finished it. Okay, so that concludes this video of using all of my orange art supplies in one drawing. I am not happy with this drawing. I don't think it turned out well. It definitely could have been a lot better. But I do think that this is a fun little, like, challenge to give myself, because I don't use a lot of these art supplies all that often. Like, I don't use oil pastels ever. So the fact that I just, like, had an excuse to, like, use them made me feel less bad about just having them lay around. And it's fun to just play with slapping different mediums on top of each other. So if you want to see any videos like this in the future, let me know in the comments. Other than that, thank you for watching the absolute horrors of this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, or whatever time it is where you're watching, and bye-bye! What a great little creature.